Hey guys, it's Memorizer92. Yesterday, in May 13th, director had a short stream, and today I'm gonna cover what the director mentioned in his stream. The first one is the DPS meter and MVP system. He knows that a DPS meter is invented in NA and he is aware of this situation. He agrees about the opinions from people who say they need it, and at the same time, he also agrees the opinions from people who say it is not needed. He already referred about DPS meter in the last Lowen that it is right not to implement it into the game considering the characteristic of Lost Ark and lots of negativities that will occur. So he confirmed once again that he will not implement such thing as DPS meter, and he also warned players not to use the programs that Lost Ark did not allow you to use. However, what he said he will do is that he will improve the current MVP system. He did mention this on last Lowen, by the way. He mentioned that he know it's taking some time, but there's other things that should be prioritized, and wrapped up by saying he will improve it as soon as possible. The next one is inconveniency of PTR. PTR means test server. When PTR was released for the first time this April, lots of players were condemning Smilegate because of inconveniency of PTR environment. Players had to pay gold, silver for changing the build, like the gems, and they also had to go through the low success rate when they transferred the tripod. The director said there were some staff getting COVID from this February, so they had to work as a shift, which resulted in lack of preparation for PTR. Not only that, but also he mentioned that there were things that they missed out, which cannot be an excuse. Well, hopefully, at least Smilegate tried to communicate with players to fix the parts during the PTR period. The next one is about the tripod. The director mentioned that devs have been developing something called tripod decks since this January. Well, I don't know what it actually does, but he mentioned that whenever there's a balance patch, players will no longer need to switch the tripods and skills. It will be implemented before the next Legion Commander Akkan comes out. He also mentioned that by looking into the player's log, he will restore the tripods of players who lost the upgrade because of the balance patch. The next one is about Lowen continent. Lowen is PvP continent, which is the next continent after Southern, is right here next to Shushire. Well, currently, lots of people do not like this continent because of high difficulty of doing field boss and bad PvP balance. He mentioned that they will try to fix the problem, but most of the things will not be in priority over other contents. He also added a comment saying Lowen might be the last PvP continent. The next one is about the Aeromancer. He confirmed that the release will be around heavy rainy season, which he assumes to be around late June. The next one is about Akkan. He mentioned it will have 3 stages. They made Broshaja as 6 stages, but they realized that there are lots of players suffering from high fatigue. So they are trying to reflect lots of things that players raised up in the current Legion raise. He mentioned that it will be released around summer. The next one is about the new hairstyle. He mentioned these new hairstyles will be released in late this month, along with another Nereus wardrobe event. Next one is about the body shape of warrior classes. In the last Lowen, a player requested the change of shape of the warrior classes by showing Gold River the picture of comparing warrior and Thar, who is a warrior NPC in South Vern, who was taller than the player. The director mentioned that the things are still under development and they are trying to make warrior classes taller like the pictures. Next one is about the practice mode. Well, he mentioned he will make practice mode for the paper game in Kakuseidon Raid Stage 3 and PvP mode in Broshaja Stage 2. He confirmed it will be released around mid-June. Next, he mentioned that Lost Ark will do collaboration with another MMORPG game. He will confirm the detail later, but for now, he just said that it's one of the top global game that everyone knows. Next one is about concert about Lost Ark themes. It will be held offline in Korea and also gonna be live casted throughout YouTube. And the very last one is that the Gold River announced stepping down from the director's position. Well, he mentioned Elgasia was the last update as he was in charge of. It's been a year that he started to become unhealthy. When he did Lowen Mini a years ago, he had taken painkillers from the hospital and even ambulance was near the place just in case something might happen during the show. After the release of Sorceress, which was last August, he had a surgery and he had to take a rest, but there were lots of things to be done, so he continued his work as a director. Well, he said he didn't have planned to manage the latest Lowen which was held in the last winter, but somehow he became in charge of. So he really thought this Lowen will be his last show and try to do his best. He could have took a rest, but what he said is that he does not regret on his decision and rather felt happy seeing players who are enjoying the game. He wrapped up by saying, "Thank you so much for all the Lost Ark fans." Well, that's all for this video. It's sad to hear about Gold River, but we have to get over it. Thank you so much for watching and see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.